Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So, it just broke off.
Right, let's see what happens. Rough old break, that. Okay.
BB, that's a shame. Have you tried Matchroom Live? Because I believe that it's on there as well, so it'd be worth just giving that a go. Matchroom
There's got to be a few
Live.
others. Can't really point the links, but
Who do you think's got this one then, Tony?
to be honest, I'd like to think Jimmy again. I'm surprised Ken got past Michael Judge. I just felt the way the Judge had qualified that he'd edge it. It'd be interesting to see if Jimmy's a slow start again in this frame, in this first one.
Yeah. I didn't see the Hendry game, so I don't know how he played in that.
It's actually, there's a story on Facebook, if I can copy the link. I just did a Google search live stream for World Seniors Final, and not that far down, result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Result 6 was to the Snooker Legends Facebook page, which had a link to it there. So, BB.
Viable back in the house.
Give it a go.
Good evening.
It's on the Viable back in the house. That's what we need. Please, mate, take the piss like yesterday. That'll be ideal. That's true, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Hang on, I've got a share option on now. Can I share it to? Right.
Evening, Matty. Your hair looks no different today, Joe.
Yours will never look any different, will it?
Best of 9, first of 5.
Right. Excruciator. Sorry. We just tend to chat about it. It's kind of difficult with UK copyright laws to show it. Although if you follow that link, that I just posted, that's a Facebook page, Snooker Legends, which is part of the Seniors Tour, and that has a link there. If you can't get it on the BBC iPlayer or the BBC website, you should be able to find it. Front door for Viable.
So Viable, what have you put on?
Well, at least you could do the. And in yes, BB, that's another one that usually picks it up as well. Q Sports Kana Taker. It's an Indian or Pakistani Facebook page, because they have a lot of the Indian Pakistani players in the group photo as the main photo. So yeah, it's a reasonable. That's a bloody good call, actually.
It's a shame that this live scoreboard's like 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah, it's the feed, isn't it? Surprised I haven't. I was going to look to see if there's a way of delaying it. Got 20 on Doherty at 5-2, and another 80 on today at 4-6. So yeah, I wonder.
Has Ken Doherty fallen off the tour now? I think he has.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate.
But I think he has. But he was higher ranked than Jimmy.
He was, eh?
I think he has fallen off the tour. Oh, no. Viable says he's ranked 80.
He's ranked 80. Yeah, I mean that's under the top 64, so he would have been in the firing line rank Q school, subject to whether or not his card was still a 1 or 2 year card. Depends on how much was left on it.
Yeah.
2 years at a time, don't they? Decent stream on Facebook. It's as good a place as any to find it. Don't know whether they're ahead or behind. They're behind this bloody scoreboard anyway. Hoping to see Ron dropping in anyway. The guy that coded the scoreboard.
What's he going to do? Drop into the stream?
Yeah, if he's obviously he's doing stuff. He's a family man, isn't he? So he's doing stuff this evening. But if he can, he's going to drop into the chat.
Yeah, I thought he dropped off the tour because he didn't qualify, did he? And for the World.
No.
And yeah, I thought he'd retired now. Evening, Q Star.
Hi, Q-Star. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you typing. So what's your thoughts on this Q-Star? What do you reckon is going to go tonight? Jimmy? Or does Viable get a front door? Or at least a new gate?
Does Jimmy just get a rolling 12-month tour card, does he now?
He got a discretionary one, didn't he, the other year? It's going to be cool there. He got a discretionary tour card, him and Jimmy did, didn't they? But the other year, Ken managed to stay on without needing a second discretionary card. Crucible Curse, is it? Yeah, that's a point, mate. Crucible Curse, is this going to be the end of the Crucible Curse?
Oh, he can't count for the seniors, surely.
I wonder what they're sponsored by.
I'm sure Jimmy will take it. I'm sure Jimmy will take it. Hi, Sarabot. Elbow bump.
So, I think it's the same boys coming back in, isn't it?
Yeah, the regulars are back in.
I'd like to see. Do it Mushtak or Ragus Srinivasan turns up tonight. How many finals have they lost? See if Ron was here now. The guy that runs QTracker.net is the guy that coded the scoring system that they're using at the bottom here. Yeah, he'd know how many finals they'd lost because he's quite a mine of stats information as well. So
Q Star knows his stuff though.
yeah, they'd. Well, he does. He does. Jake Snake, hang on.
Yeah, that year Doherty won. He was superb, wasn't he? Yeah, Well, I heard that in an interview just before this started that he'll be the first player ever to win
First
juniors,
place win juniors.
under 21, World Championships, and World Seniors.
Mm,
Good achievement, that.
yeah.
So Jimmy's in. There are 4 balls on the side cushion. Pink's kind of over the right middle as well. It's going to be a difficult table. He needs to get rid of that pink, doesn't he? To open it then for the other red.
Yeah, it's in the bloody way, isn't it? It's making a big pocket. So he could have moved it then, couldn't he? He just clipped it then, it would have been potable now, wouldn't it? Yeah. Sean Murphy would take this, wouldn't he? Because he's in no man's land now.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad shout that,
No
Tony,
man's land.
to play that off the pink.
No problem, Jake.
Yeah, enjoy the.
There's a couple of other places as well. We've also basically I can't find it now. Snooker Legends on Facebook as well.
Do you want to keep in the
We've got a
chat
link.
though? Oh, open in one window and keep chatting with us on this one.
Mm. He's got rid of the red by the pink anyway now, hasn't he? So at least that's, as Dennis just said, that's got rid of the problem ball.
I think Ken Doherty's going to win this.
It's a typical, as it has been all comp, hasn't it? First frame, slow start. Maybe should have taken a blue before the start, eh? Good old crafty Ken, yeah. He keeps the safety. Jimmy's been noticeably slow out of the blocks each of the matches I've watched. So, yeah, it is going to help if Ken can keep him out, because he tends to be a slow start and then wake up. Dave, I do hope that's your thumb.
Just adjusting, you know. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
tired, you know. Knackered.
Not surprised. Not surprised. Well, so Ken's back in. Yeah, he's got that pink away from the middle now, isn't it? So that'll help. Pink, red up by the yellow spot. It's all that Tiger beer, probably is Q-Star.
Q-Star, it's my first of the evening. I only got in at like, what was it, 20 to 7? I didn't know whether I'd make the stream in
But
time.
you've not got a problem. You could give it up any time you want, can you, Dave? Okay. Red by the yellow spot now. He's caught that a bit thin, didn't he? So he would have tried to go a bit further up the table, and that is quite high on this blue. Means he's dropping onto the one on the top cush, isn't he?
Don't worry, Q-Star. I'll keep you updated when I open my second and third and fourth.
Doherty, yes. There's no. We used to know a Doherty. It's too easy to fall into it.
What is it? Is it Ken Doherty or Ken Doherty?
Ken Doherty.
Yeah, but a lot of commentators call him Ken Doherty.
There's a lot of them that are wrong then, mate.
It's like Anthony McGill. He spells it the Irish way, doesn't he?
What do you mean?
It's Doherty. Ken Doherty. Ken Doherty.
Are you careful now? Got to be honest.
Crafty Ken.
So, some of the traditional Irish spelling of forenames is unreal, isn't it?
That was a nice cut.
My niece, she's Rashina, Roisin. But some of the way they spell them is amazing.
Yeah, Jake, I thought that a lot of commentators call him Ken Doherty. They've been getting it wrong for years, eh? Q-Star, I don't know. To be honest, I don't drink that much. I used to have a shot because snooker nights. I'd always be driving, so I'd have like a shandy. So now there's a guy though Gary Rawson. He's one player that plays better when he's pissed. It's mad.
Yeah.
When I mean pissed, I mean proper pissed. He can drink some, that guy.
Got one guy that's he does puts the grouse away, doesn't he? He needs to play on about second or third maximum, because after that.
Oh yeah, he loves his grouse, doesn't he?
Oh, Billy does. Yeah, but yeah. A couple of frames in, that's best. After that, he struggles. But then he plays with a completely different mindset. Then doesn't he? Really relaxes. So he pots some absolute worldies.
He plays a lot better when he's
focused properly.
Because when he was he used to be captain of our team, didn't he, Tony? And he used to always put himself on last. And then I took over being captain. So I brought him forward, didn't I?
Yeah. Overdone. There's a guy down South Wales called Di Central Eating, and everyone thinks he does heating systems, but it's nothing like that. He's just got one tooth in the middle, so he has to eat centrally. Di Central Eating. I don't
know.
There was another guy that used to play in the snooker league called Richard Fleming, and he was also known as Dick Spit. Terrible, isn't it?
That's awful.
Try not to laugh because it makes makes the laptop wobble. Oh, God. Oh, dear. So you managed to find a stream viable? So there's one on. There's a couple on Facebook. Snooker Legends and that Q Sports kind of take a.
Ken Doherty
Definitely going to be
sung a
Ken
nice,
taking the first name, is it? Got to be.
sunk a nice long one there. Oh God, yeah, Viable. The boxing's on tonight. I must tune into that if that's finished before this is finished beforehand. Dillian White's fighting Povetkin. Not a fan of boxing, are you, Tony?
Not really, no. Not really. The one of the guys down south, Nick Tyson, his son Bradley plays in the Welsh, but his daughter's does MMA stuff. So apparently you don't mess with her. Nobody messes with her on a night out. Soap Dodger. Yeah, there's been a few of them, haven't there?
We've not really got many
Not a few coffin
nicknames.
dodgers because that's where.
There's
Nah,
not many people in the league that
Billy the
have.
Furnace.
Well, I prefer because his name's Bill
Can't
Curran.
find a link. And you're right. Okay.
Yeah, his name's Bill Curran, and because he drinks so much whiskey, he gets dead hot and red in the face, so we call him Bill the Furnace. But he also does the sandwiches on a league night, so we just call him Bill Curran's culinary cuisine.
Yeah. Billy's Baps.
he makes he makes a cracking egg sarnie.
He makes fantastic food. He's the best in the league. Definitely. But I tell you what, it does take some going to beat Paul Buckley's selection of pies and meat on the corner. See, I gave him a
Oh
name,
yeah.
but he didn't like the Mocha Mincer for some reason. Don't know why. You're Diamond Dave.
Well,
Had to get
yeah,
a
I don't know
few, didn't we? But
where did Diamond Dave come from? It was off Eddie
Diamond
Scott, wasn't
Dave,
it?
it was Eddie Scott, and it was just him taking the mick out of you and your pub singing.
Don't be telling people I
Diamond
do
Dave,
pub singing on here.
Diamond Dave the Crystal Crooner. His
Yeah,
golden guitar wonders. Mushtak. You
I've
got
not.
power, Mushtak.
I forgot what it's like to do a gig these days. Good evening,
Yeah,
Mushtak.
I bet you have,
We
mate.
missed you last night, but I guess you were tucked up in bed because we didn't get on stream till 9 p.m. UK time. So
About
God
20
knows
past,
what
wasn't it?
time
Nearly
that'd
half
have been.
past. It's 5.5 hours ahead, mate. Ridiculous. Okay, that one didn't work. Where's the other one? Okay. Because that link should have been. If you try the Snooker Legends Facebook page, you should find it. Having said that, you remember Snooker Legends? Maybe not. Yeah, that's the point. That'd help, wouldn't it? Jake Snake was using one BB posted before. Q Sports card. Very viable. Try that link. That's another group, and yeah, it's coming up live in the page there. long as it works. It'd be a whole lot easier if there wasn't a thing called copyright, really, wouldn't it?
Q-Star, number 2, mate, number 2. Just keeping you informed.
Number 2? I thought you were calling him something then, mate. Q-Star number 2. That was a bit cruel, that. Ken versus O'Sullivan UK Championship 2019. Yes, it wasn't a bad match, if I recall. See, Ken's definitely more wide awake into this. Viable. You'll get more than double glazing at this rate. You'll get a new roof. Send Al Davidson round.
I'll tell you what, I'm so unlucky with when I play a blue off and into the pack. I was talking to Ben about this the other day when we had a match. 9 times out of 10, I always land crap. Either go in off or a red goes in or never land on one. Wonder whatever happened to his face. Old Ken.
It's good safety from Ken, that, isn't it? Behind the brown. Right up on the top. So you covered the one over the middle. Kenny boy is playing.
Carter Kea, welcome
Ben
back.
Lawson. Oh yeah, Carter Kea. Ken Scarface Doherty. Apparently he fell over as a kid and split his face open on the side of a bin in his back garden or something. Somebody said the other day.
Oh.
It's a healthy lead where he's Viable. Good question. I'm not sure. It's come full circle, hasn't it? Anyway,
I would say.
I don't know who was like you just used to seize them out and pot them. Davis, isn't there, possibly?
Willie Thorne. Ray Reardon.
Yeah. Hendry started splitting the pack, being much more aggressive, I thought.
Yeah, Hendry was the one that, especially the blue, high blue down into the pack.
What a red, mate. What a red coming up.
Oh.
Subject to rep you are on the stream. Sorry. It's a beauty, isn't it?
Dead weight.
Prize money. That's a good question. Well, they're getting a bit. They get into the Champion of Champions. Have you heard what Mark Williams has said about that again this year?
Go on.
So they get into the Champion of Champions for this, do they? There's a guy down the club. He's just dropped the jackpot on the Bandit. Does he get in?
Hey, to be fair though, Jimmy nearly beat Ronnie in the Champions of Champions, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I'm going to see how far behind they are. The link that you're watching, Bible. It's not. Cup of tea. Most players have got a cup of tea, lads.
Yeah, Q-Star. Me and Tony were there at the Champion of Champions. We watched that match, and Jimmy threw his cue on the floor.
Q-Star's going to say he was there now, isn't he? You watch.
Carter Kea. I'm not too sure what happened with the Hendry match because Tony and myself, we didn't see it.
Let's have a look.
Maybe Q-Star can report.
It was 4-2, mate.
Still
First frame to Jimmy, then Henry, then Jimmy, then Jimmy, Jimmy, Henry, Jimmy, Henry, Jimmy. That was the thing. Let's see what the breaks are up to these days. Yeah, Jimmy had a 130 in the semi. So Bond's fixed the breaks now, so they're not repeating like they were before. But highest breaks 130, then 90.
You know, these seniors, are there other tournaments, or they just do this one Worlds? Or are there other tournaments?
They have other tournaments. They have a seniors tour, and subject to how you get in there, you do in there, then you can qualify for this. But there's a few others that don't need to go through that, like Jimmy and Steve Henry. So yeah, they do have a tour. It's another one that fingers crossed, mate. Might find yourself helping me out with some streaming on that.
For the seniors?
I
better take a bloody sleeping bag. Get some Horlicks. Get some Horlicks as well.
Yeah. Oh. You know what, Dan? Somebody said that just now. We're not sure if it's going to count. I suppose we could. Do count it. So yeah, it's Keith Thomas plays at the seniors tour, mate.
Who?
Goes to some of them. Keith Thomas.
Does he?
As long as you're old enough, you can join. I could play in it. A bit of a surprise, wouldn't it?
I love Big Jan.
Quite good. Michaela looking well hubba. Well viable. To be fair, she's a nice lady. So Ken's on, what's he on at the moment? Yeah, streams ahead a bit, isn't it, again? But doing reasonably well.
Fell nicely on this blue, though. He's a bit low.
Oh, yeah, it is better than looking at Jan Verhaas. For a start, he's a big lad. 6'5", isn't he? As well as that. He's a lad. Yeah.
He's had the result there on Ken.
He has, hasn't he? I'll say. Could easily end up 2-0 after this visit, couldn't it? He's got three reds that he can, and yeah, he could well end up 2-0. He is viable, and on the DBS tour, the Disability Billiards and Snooker tour. You mean Q-Star?
Evening, Hudson.
Hudson Cadogan. So where are you from, Hudson? Yeah, that'll be Sarah McManus, mate. Let's see, the blonde lady ref. Nice girl, Sarah. Ken's done exactly what I kind of thought he was going to do here. He's taken these nice, he's taken them with decent colours as well. So looking a lot like 2-0.
Just needs the red and colour, doesn't he?
Hi Hudson, the match has started. If you look at the score in the bottom corner, we can't actually show it because of copyright, but we found a couple of links through Facebook pages, which I didn't think was too bad to show. Should be able to find something, and then Hudson just chat crap in here to us. Oh, viable. It's called age. We put for lockdown. We all put weight on. Well, that's frames of Ken surely now.
Yeah.
He's yeah. Tell you what, if you're going to put your money for a front door on anyone, at the moment, chimney pork pies. Park life.
How did that drop?
Money on anyone today, if you can now.
You know what? He's done well with the way them balls were. If he mops up.
Those three on the top cushion that were together, I just thought he was going to take the other loose three. Okay. It's just, I tell you what, it's just a shame he can't get a ton here, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. Definitely a shame.
So you backed Hendry, did you, for that one? Viable?
We said earlier on what he backed.
We don't play in any pool tournaments. Pool's a kids' game, in my opinion. Don't like pool.
Oh, that's fighting talk, isn't it? Where's that the T-shirt you got? Snooker players, because even pool players need heroes.
Yeah. What's the situation on COVID round?
Situation in COVID round players. Oh, God alive. The current situation in Wales is that indoor league sports are still banned. Indoor league team sports, should I say, are still banned. That's the actual wording in the regulations. Various clubs are opening at the moment. They're allowing players under social distancing measures. Got to try sometime, and we've got to try and get going again. And see what happens. There's been a big thing today from one of the as Mushak just said, COVID could last for 2 years. There's even somebody saying at the World Health that it may never actually go away because it's just going to mutate from one form to another. They're concerned the next ones are going to be much more virulent and transmittable. It's great. Hell of a thing, that.
Butchered that break.
Ken straight in. Terrible break. He left the left the white the wrong side of the pink.
Yeah, COVID's going to be here for a
Given
long time,
that
isn't it?
Ken started before. Yeah, like I said, we've had one guy from, where is it? Say scientists say COVID-19 will be with us forever. It's a lovely bit of news, isn't it? In one format or another. Darling of Dublin flirting with the whirlwind. He's drowning him at the moment. Spent 10 grand on a man cave. What have you got in a man cave for 10 grand?
Is that a snooker room?
You can't just drop that in there. I mean, I should hope it's got a bloody front door. Right, SARS version 1 from 2002. Ain't got a cure for that yet, have they? It's only 18 years. I think we'll be able to get some form of I'm sure we'll get some form of inoculation. It's not a cure, is it? It's just a way to hopefully reduce the severity of whatever derivative hits our shores each year now, isn't it? It's very similar to flu in many respects. Pool table 4K PC, which is building live on stream next week. You better send us a link, Viable. That I want to see. Okay, name it. VR headset. Have you got that then, Viable? To go with this 4K PC. Softly now, isn't it? It's 16-0. Jimmy in the long grass.
Jimmy's in here, I think. What's this?
Oh, that was unlucky, yeah.
Nice
I mean, he's
pot.
left-handed, isn't he? So that could finish a lot worse. Tell you what, Viable, when you played some stuff in VR, it's not worth playing anything else. Yes, I did see Ronnie falling over doing VR pool in America.
Yeah, that was
It was
funny, that
bloody
wasn't
funny.
it? I enjoyed that show. I forget
Did a
who
bit
was
of driving
hosting
in
it,
there.
but it was
Oh
a
yeah,
good show.
yeah. Got a few driving simulators available. They're pretty good, and then that Half-Life Alyx, that's unbelievable. What a game that is. It's fantastic. Yeah, Silent Mark. Tell you what, Alan, the Jimmy's got his work cut out here. Just Ken's playing okay. Have to make some inroads pretty quick.
He misses his black,
He's
don't
finished
he?
nice and low on his black, hasn't
He misses it because the score's updated.
he? Oh, yeah, but yeah, he's not. It's not split the reds anyway. It's not like the other day when he opened the pack and then they went everywhere and then he missed the black. He's got one, but it's quite how he's going to get out from here now. It's not a given where he's going to get position, and he hasn't really got position. Yeah, you got to get VR viable. It's an absolute must once you tried it. There's no going back to flat games when you've done that. It does queue very low, doesn't he? Very low. No problem, Matty. It's only linked to a Facebook page. It's not a link to the frame, is it? Just happens to have it on there. There's one of our mates queues exactly the same as Jimmy, put it really low and then delivers where he wants to strike the ball. I think they deliver the queues low because of the distance involved. So he really is right up against the ball.
Yeah, I don't get the old feathering
That's all
so
I can
low.
think it is.
I don't know how far he cues, how close he cues to the ball. I'm gonna have a look now. I mean, I can't tell here because he's stretching, but he's struggling, old Jimmy.
Yes. There you go, Mushtaq. It's a page on Facebook that's Q Sports related.
Eating.
Playing statues, Dave.
I ate them all. I did.
Yeah, all viable.
Trying to say I didn't eat my chips.
That's going to do a lot of damage to the business plan.
Watch the stream back. You'll see me munching on the chips. Missus having a go at me here, saying I didn't eat my tea. Sorry about leaving the wet towel on the bed.
So we've got Ken's back in. I reckon this is going to go. It's a big frame for Jimmy, this one, isn't it?
I think he's going to be worrying.
Yeah, it just said that Ken, 21 seconds short. And Jimmy's 26. Excuse me. So, yeah. Ken's in good shape, isn't he? It's all going Ken's way.
Yeah, viable. I think he had a point last year at the Worlds because he was moaning about it. Gary Wilson, I think it was in the Trump match, basically saying that because he uses Tow Arm and he raves about it. But he says it is pointless if the other guys were using normal chalk.
Yeah. Yeah, Q-Star and Viable, you both pretty much type the same thing. There's a lot of truth in that. I've tried something called Russian Magic, and yeah, Jake's agreeing, isn't he? I tried something called Russian Magic, and you hardly have to use it. It stays on for ages. It's weird. Yeah, you can easily get 12, 15 shots without even thinking about looking at whether or not you need to chalk your cue.
Ben's gone back to Master Chalk.
Siamese twins. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was miscuing a lot, wasn't he, on stream and stuff?
Yeah.
And especially when you're playing like delicate, soft screws, he was. He said he's got more confidence in the Master Chalk than the Tow Arm. So
Yeah, I definitely found Master slightly better than Triangle. Got to be honest. Just felt it just felt different putting it on, didn't it?
Yeah.
I like the Russian Magic. Don't miscuse. So, viable. It's always a bit of a nightmare that. For the last couple of years I've been using a Talisman Trinity Soft. It's not doesn't make the noise like the other talismans. There was a really nice tip, loads of grip on it, unreal amounts of grip. In fact, I've got to be honest. Just had a new cue, so that's got a G3 on it. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Sentry tips. I like them.
Yeah,
See how it's going.
Sentry kind of my go-to tip as well at the minute.
Yeah. How's breaking the game, Matty's on the V50s?
I used to like my Mike Wooldridge tip. Loved that tip.
Yeah. Super tip. Or the Velvet Spin.
Yeah, no, not the Velvet Spin.
Yeah. I had an ABR 147 on for a while, didn't I? That was nice.
And then I tried a Monster.
Slightly
That was a good tip.
G2. Monster was amazing, wasn't it? Yeah, viable G2. G1 is soft. Don't even know where to go with that one, Bible. It's G1 would be soft. G2, yeah, that's probably more about the slightly soft, shall we say?
Yeah, well, I
don't want things too soft. I'm going to see how I get on with G3.
I put a G2 on Ben's, and I'm playing with a G3. It was slightly softer. I think it's just classed as medium, the G2, because the G3 is classed as medium hard. Yeah, viable. They do the variety box. I think they're £20.
G4 a lot harder than G3. What do you reckon, Dave? That one's definitely one for you, isn't it? You played with both.
Yeah, I loved my G4, and then I put that Talisman on and just didn't like it. I used to play with the Talisman years ago, didn't I, Tony? And it just wasn't the same.
Yeah. The normal Talisman, didn't you? Yeah.
And now I'm playing a G3, so
Sounds like you're poking a seal.
It is a bit harder. The G4. You can tell, like when me and Ben, when Ben had his G4 on, and I put my G3. Quite a few people were saying on stream that Ben's tip sounded rock hard.
Yeah. There's a lot of lads that play in the Welsh that have tried G4s and they've gone to G3s. So kind of speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Oh, he's missed it. He's rattled it in the jaws. That's what she said.
Bible, you shouldn't need a password for the contact. No, I think you clicked the wrong place. Yeah, there's an admin link in the bottom right. That's for us. If you look at the list on the left hand side, Bible, it goes home, fixtures, league table, etc. The bottom one's contact us. That's the one you want. The contact form that you've brought up there is not the right one, mate. That's the admin page. That's for us to email everybody who plays in the league in one go.
Worrying times for Jimmy, this, I think.
Well, it is, because Ken's popping them in again, isn't he? And they're lightly spread. You found the right link now, Bible?
No dead stroke tonight.
Yeah, he must. Must be busy, because he likes watching a bit of Jimmy, doesn't he?
Got the email, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, received. How many we got watching? 22 live on stream. I'll tell you what, we get some stick on these streams, you know. You probably don't see the
We do, don't we?
the comments after it's gone live and people have found it later on. I get somebody comments calling me buddy, all kinds. Oh yeah,
Sure, I get a
I have to report them and remove it. Just giving us stick, like they're expecting us to stream the match.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have to. Well, that one in the middle goes, doesn't it? Yeah, I was chatting to there's a guy that plays darts, Matt Edgar, and I got this watch along idea from him. To be fair, him and this other guy were doing live watch alongs for the World Match Play. I thought it was a good idea. They had lots of views and lots of interaction. So after the first few watch alongs, I'd had enough. So I just wanted to know if they were getting the same like trolling. And he was like, just remember, for every negative, there's always like a hell of a lot of positive. He goes, just let the clowns be clowns.
Jake reckons Ken's turned into Ronnie. We'll know when he does his interview after the match.
Yeah, I've got a point there, Viable. We end up just responding to comments. We're not talking about the match. I think it's just because we just presume that people are watching it.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy's at the table. Got on the red, and he screwed up the position on the colour.
I think he's fearing the worst, isn't he? Who's this? Is this Peter Lyons commentating?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I've my iPlayer's locked up. Oh no, I'm gonna be even further behind now.
Yeah, somebody said I'm doing clickbait, getting people on to watch it as clickbait to get views. One of them said.
That's a bit odd, because it's not particularly clickbait, is it? I think Mike Dunn was earlier. It sounds like Peter. It's one thing it doesn't have on the website is who's commentating. Well, Jimmy's shot time's come down a bit, but Ken's back at the table, and let's see what we got left on. 67 on the table. 60 divides.
For those of you watching in black and white, the yellow is behind the brown.
Yeah. For those of you watching in black and white, the pink ball is behind the blue. But whatever he said. Met him once. What a guy. Nice chap.
What was that other one, Tony, that you say? You're millimetres from being inch perfect.
Millimetres short of being inch perfect, yeah. I wanted to hear him say, oh, he's made the right balls of that one. Yeah, Ken should be commentating. Ted Lowe really was the man. Do you reckon Jimmy's going to get back to the table in this frame now, mate?
No.
Reds are open.
Not with that shot.
He just missed a sitter to the middle. Doesn't look. He's not looking happy either. He needs to calm down, doesn't he? I say that like Murray Walker's had some belters. He's going on about one car being there's nothing wrong with it except it's on fire. And same with Nigel Mansell, when Mansell had hit his head, he got a bit of an egg on his head, a bit of a bump, and he goes up to him, does it hurt? And he prods it.
Lexi Looper, thanks for subscribing. Oh, Murray Walker, though, was a great commentator, wasn't he?
He's fantastic. Be a sad day when he goes, mate. Whispers with murderous intent. Oh, yeah.
It's a shame that he had the last words on Buddy Higgins' 147. Well, if you're watching on BBC anyway.
Go on, Viable. What's the best comment ever in the commentary?
Ken Doherty, well, Doherty's too strong for him, isn't he? Could be 5-0 this.
Yeah. There's another guy that's done a bit of commentary for the billiards, Angus McAnally. He's been in Mrs. Brown's Boys and all sorts. He's quite a character, but some of the best billiards commentary, because obviously it's not the fastest matches, fastest of games. Some of the best billiards commentary I've heard is by Pete Gilchrist. He just takes the mick all the time. Very witty fella. Opens up his legs and shows his class. Remember the days of David Coleman in the UK. Coleman's gone too early. They've got an intermission.
They have, mate.
4-0 in first to 5.
Oh, dearie me.
I very much doubt Jimmy expected it to go like that.
Well, I think your bet's coming in, Viable.
Doing the Willie Thorne tribute.
We're going to do a little tribute to Willie Thorne in the interval.
Willie Thorne. Turn the volume up, fella.
Here you are.
It was always a pleasure. He lived life in the fast lane. He once said to me, you know, the difference between me and Steve Davis is that Steve Davis lives like a pauper, but he's a multi-millionaire. And I live like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, Viable. There's been some spells. I love the way that Nigel Owens does the referee. You want to make me come down there and treat you like your mother does?
Willie was just a one-off, a very, very special man, and I spent 45 years laughing all over the world with Willie.
We were all saddened by it, you know. He's such a large part of our snooker community. The nights out with Willie, Dennis, JP, you know, for Stephen and myself, and JP, Steve Davis, you know, and just having a laugh and talking, and Willie was a big part of that.
He was such a larger-than-life character around snooker that, you know, the players' lounges and the champions' lounges and the commentary boxes will be a lot quieter and a lot less entertaining now for Willie's passing.
Now, there's people in life who are half-glass empty merchants. Willie was certainly never one of those. Very rarely did I ever see him miserable, and he always looked on the bright side of life, no matter what was happening in his own.
We'd all be chatting, it'd be great, but as soon as Willie walked in, he just brought an air of fun. You just knew he was going to come out with something. Or his famous lines were, you know, it could be me, Steve Davis, John Higgins, Ronnie sat there, and Willie will bound in, and who was the best player in here before I walked in?
And you know, he had this air about him around the table that he owned the table. He had a great walk, you know, he was a real
Great character.
He looked immaculate all the time.
He was.
I remember Jimmy said if Willie ever won the World Championship, he'd turn up next year.
Yeah, way too early.
Every shot with a long rest.
Saying the other day, Darren Moore, another person probably retired too early, but spoken to him about it. It was just felt that was the time that he got everything else lined out, carry on outside snooker, and he felt that was the time to do it.
And yeah, playing the match, and obviously the infamous at the end when he clapped me out, when he beat me 10-8. At the time, I thought it was a little bit patronising, but that's Willie. You know, he's, if he thinks someone's played well, he'll applaud. And yeah, just a gentleman, really.
The echo will be from
and he loved watching really good players play.
Because Dave's got the volume up to listen to Thorne
with the break building, you know, with Stephen Hendry when he was in his pomp. He was sort of a pioneer in a lot of respects in the commentary box.
Great commentator. Very knowledgeable. Used to get up the players' noses a little bit because he was the first commentator to criticise players for bad shots, and players don't like that. But Willie didn't care if it was a bad shot.
Paul Hunter.
We did have a lot of fun in the commentary box, and he was brilliant to work with. He was so laid back, Willie.
Questionably.
A lot of people.
How many would he have won?
I loved working with him.
We used to see him in the club at Leicester, and he'd be making 100 after 100 and splitting the pack correctly. And he was a tremendous talent. More talent than really one tournament that people remember, the Mercantile Credit Classic he won. He should have won a lot more than that on national TV.
He was always thereabouts for, you know, with the top players in the world. He was a class act.
Willie should have won a lot more on the snooker table. He made so many maximum breaks when he practiced, and used to practice a lot with Gary Lineker. Made quite a few maximums against Gary. I used to practice with Willie at the club. Sometimes I'd travel down, and he wanted to make century breaks or maximum breaks. That was all he was interested in.
Willie,
yeah, Paul Hunter, he was one of my favourites.
Player and a great snooker commentator, but to me,
he was the right talent.
I was best man at his wedding. He was a wonderful human being. Flawed, of course, like all of us are.
Because this is a Paul Walker. Hunter, that the last time I played at the Crucible, somebody come down and give him a get well card. Sad, wasn't it?
Nice tribute that to Willie Thorne, wasn't it? Willie Thorne, when he'd enter a room, he'd say, "Who's the best player?" before I walked in.
It's a great character. Yeah, viable. He did a video for a mate of mine who died last year.
After they passed their earning and playing prime. Yes, that's right. In the WPBSA, we're a players' members body, so we try and look after our snooker players the best we can. And you know, there's been no more important time to do that than through the current climate that we've been in. We've really pulled out the stops to try and take care of everybody. But it's not just through that playing career when they're competing on the World Snooker Tour. They're the highs, and there are highs and lows in sport. And those
you know Jason Ferguson personally, don't you, Tony?
Young players coming on tour, they come knocking on that door. And you have to really think
Jason.
You know him personally.
That professional career, winning these big major
events.
So
nice guy.
Is really about that.
He's got some
any player outside of the top
good
on the
big ideas.
Wants
to
snooker tour.
One of the things that gets said by a lot of the players playing on the Challenge Tour over the last few years is that it kind of felt a little bit second rate. There was quite a lot of Facebook comments. They were never just taken down just as being, you know what, that's a bit out of order, lads, because they always kind of knew that they were making a fairly valid point. So they want to improve the professionalism of the top-ranked amateur players, shall we say? That cute tour, that's one of the reasons for rebranding it and starting it again. No, he just wants to get it going. It's it's front door.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I just read that.
Yeah. Windows by White. Yes. So the plans are, as far as I can see, just to try and improve that sort of undercard, if you want to call it, the first division. Try and make it a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And World Seniors is going to start taking people who haven't dropped off the tour.
Yeah, Mushtak. That
I mean, this guy's Jason Francis.
Ronnie donning the moustache.
It was a good gesture, that wasn't it?
Yeah, nice little tribute. What are they planning here for the seniors?
Listening. There you go. He's just saying if you're old enough, you can play in the seniors tour, which is what Keith Thomas does, isn't it? You know who these two are, dear?
No.
That's Michael Mansfield, the QC. You know, the fairly famous barrister.
No.
Because this lady plays in the women's snooker. Yvonne Golding Gray, I think her name is. But like I say, he's Michael Mansfield, the top-ranked barrister.
Oh.
Yeah. Just there's one of the guys that you see in Welsh snookers, unfortunately, it seems committed suicide a couple of days ago. So, evening, Stark.
Evening, Stark.
That's kind of what happens with people with money, mate. They know how to hold on to it as well. So.
Could have got the iron on it, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Cracking head of hair, though.
Yeah, yes, he has, hasn't he, mate?
Yeah. Jammy bastard.
Is it? Does that hurt? Does it?
No.
Yeah. Sure, it comes in that.
Iron his shirt before going on TV. He could have just wore that SOS shirt, couldn't he?
Yep.
He got underneath.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Got a chin like a rooster.
all I'll say, Viable, is just remember who it is. He'd tear you apart in court, put it that way. Head of Chambers at Nexus Chambers, the king of human rights work.
Nearly as bad as barber cover Tony wore.
It was only a T-shirt before. I mean, God.
I'm gone. Oh, gone. Yeah, Stog. The semi-finals last Friday
was
was
amazing,
superb, weren't they? Ron, welcome to the stream. Were you having a good night yourself? Excuse me. Spitting feathers here.
Oh yeah. Need another beer. No, Stog, I don't think anyone expected Doherty to be 4-0 up. And Viable, yeah, that's his missus. She plays on the World Women's Tour, so she enjoys the snooker as well. Ron Florax. Ron is in the room, mate. Have you seen? Yes, Ron, we're having a good night. Yeah, I'd say it's good to see you again, but, well, I can't see you, can we?
Evening, Ron. Welcome to the stream.
For those
Heard
that
a lot
don't
about
know,
you.
Ron, yeah, I'm gonna just gonna post a link to a website that Ron's been running as a labour of love for years, and it really is unquestionably the best place to go to find out information on any player, because it's got everything. Hell, I'm even on there tucked away somewhere. But yeah, it's got every player who's played in any international competition. Yeah, and all the pros, all the amateurs. I wouldn't even like to guess how many players are actually in all of that. Go on then, Ron. How many players have you actually got stats for on that website of yours? And I'll tell you what, Bible, if you say something that hasn't got something on it, Ron usually finds a way of finding the information. You do a wonderful job, Ron, that's why. So, go on then, Ron. There's some idea of how many players you got on Q Tracker. At least White's got a good break this time. He's not let him straight in.
Yeah.
There you go. It's not 18,000. It's not 18,300. It's not nearly 18,500. It's 18,327. Didn't expect anything else other than a very precise answer from Ron. So there you go. In fact, Dave, because you've been on the because you're in the Welsh, when he does this year's Welsh Championship results, when he processes that through, you'll be on there.
Really?
I don't think he'll call you Diamond Dave. So yeah, you'll be there. Yeah. Losing to Matt Roberts.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Take pictures of Jimmy fitting his door. And yes, Dog, that is Ron's work. Yeah, he's
should be able to turn this over.
It started as a labour of love, didn't it, Ron? And it's just snowballed.
$20K for Keno.
To 20K.
Oh, I don't think he's on one. He must have been practicing in the mid-session. Can't take this on. Fair play. What a pot. Did you see that, Joe?
I saw the replay. Yeah, Ron, it was nice being in Malta, wasn't it? Getting that. That's the other thing. The reason. Well, if you look in the bottom here, the score bar. That's part of the scoring system that Ron also coded. So. Yeah, Ron. It's starting to. I'll have to see if Jimmy can.
Oh, it's a bad miss.
Yeah, it's a bad mess. It's another bad mess, and he's let him in. So yeah, 5-0 is on the cards here, isn't it? He's left him a red, left Ken an easy starter, hasn't he? It's whether or not he can turn that into a. It's not about the first red; it's about the position off the first colour, really, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure you'll take 5-0. Bible, I didn't think you. I wasn't convinced your bet was going to come good. So yeah, you get a front door. You do get a front door. But you wish it was another round. Could say, get a new garage door maybe, or a VR headset for your man cave. Doing the Mark Williams, just floating it in.
Yeah.
Fitted by Jimmy. Q-Star, when you say Sinatra's playing in the background, is that what you've got playing in the background, or what should be playing in the background now?
And now the end is near, and so I face.
Actually, yeah, you could have you singing, couldn't you?
The final curtain.
He is, isn't he, Viable? He's just, yeah, he's awake. He's woken up much quicker than Jimmy. He's settled down. He's put the wind up. Potentially put the wind up. I'd say that like I know. I don't know.
He's out of position here, though.
He's really, no, he's not really looked like losing the frame, has he? So if he lets him in and loses a frame, we'll have to see what that does.
He went for a double.
Dave's also a pub singer. Doesn't get many bookings, do you, Dave?
No. COVID's wiped me out.
Yeah. That will hit you pretty hard, wouldn't it, really? Because you were every couple of weekends, weren't you?
Yeah, I was out most weekends, pubs and clubs. So. Bit of a shame.
No, he's much more tuneful than me, Bible. Much more tuneful than me. Oh, Jimmy's stretching. It's never good when you stood at the side stretching, is it? And not the table for a start. Needs to be careful. He's not gone back to his seat. We know what happens there.
Matty, hoping to do some kind of live stream. It's been a while since we did a live stream, so maybe this week sometime. Maybe Tuesday.
Cracking long red. As Mulder X says, 20 fat ones riding on this. Jimmy isn't the same player without the mullet. Oh, dear. So that's not worked out. It certainly hasn't, because I've just seen the scorebars changed.
Yeah.
20 fat ones. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't go. Looks like the Crucible curse may strike again. In the seniors.
If it counts. Best of 9, though. 9 frames doesn't even win you a match in the main comp, does it?
No.
Got to get 10 first round.
He looks a bit jaded, Jimmy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, Ken, that was an easy one for what he's taken on so far today. Whoa. Another world final loss for Jimmy. Oh. Hey, Ron, that's cruel. It's wholly correct, but it's cruel. Yeah, I tell you what, the invitations in a Champion of Champions is well worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big money event, that, isn't it?
How much do you think Jimmy's going to get here?
I think just for turning up.
How much do you think Jimmy's going to get here? Yeah, some silly amount of money at Champion of Champions.
I think just for
that's
turning up, you get about 10 grand, don't you?
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons Marks was taking the mick out of the saying that guy had dropped the jackpot on the bandit in his club. Could he go in? Okay, well, it's not. It's probably not going to be 5-0, is it?
Well, the scoreboard. Excuse me. Scoreboard's slightly ahead, so he's on 56.
Yeah, but viable. He's got a bus pass. He doesn't have to worry about travel.
So what is he? He's on 63 here. 50. 54. I think this is frame then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Viable. Is your bum twitching now he's got a frame?
And yeah, that's it. Is what's going to happen now. Yeah, will he wake up? Stuck in quarantine. I tell you what, this whole quarantine thing's an absolute joke. Come back quickly and we won't put you in quarantine. Come back in 2 days' time and you're going in. They're obviously safe for the extra 2 days, aren't they? Yeah, see. Nice long red, Dave.
Yeah, he struck that nicely.
He's going to wake up. Yeah. Is that it now? Is he going to wake up?
At least
Is it like a rabbit's nose viable?
if he does lose, at least it's not a whitewash. Getting doubles and all kinds now. Ugh. How many we got in? We got 31 in the chat.
$33?
Dennis Taylor's got shot of the championship for that blue. Have you seen it? It wasn't that good. Surely the better shots than
No,
that.
it's not. Well, I read along the cushion just now that Jimmy wrapped it.
Yeah.
That was a better shot.
Stevie Wonder would pot that. What, with Dennis Taylor's glasses on? Jimmy's in the balls again. He must pot this. Fair play. Come on, Jimmy. You can do it. Yeah, he's getting a bit of rhythm now, isn't he? Fair play.
Stevie Wonder. You new Boxsters. Which the barrister goes. Well, this is it, isn't it, Ron? Is what's going to happen now? Is Jimmy going to... Has he just been lulling us into a false sense of security here?
Oh, he's in that position here.
Yeah.
Ron. We all know Jimmy Twitch.
Oh. It's not going to be happy with that one.
No.
No, he's all right. You're not putting that in. You're not getting the scaffold out of the way, are you? You can't reach from the other side, surely. It's not an easy shot. More like that.
He's going to have to go up for blue, isn't he?
It's not easy, that at all.
Or brown. Oh, Ken's got a chance here if he can get down in amongst the balls. Yeah, if you can get on the black. Elliot, welcome back, buddy, to the stream.
Is Elliot back? Yeah, he is, isn't he? What have you missed, Elliot? Quite a lot. Ken's played quite well. I think. So you erroneously put 20 quid on Ken to win. Yeah, saw what you said about the Katie Taylor fight earlier, Bible. Virage is back in as well. You're not the only one who couldn't believe the scoreline, Elliot. We really didn't expect anything like that at all. That we did either.
Virage, welcome back to the stream, buddy. Fireball, has Katie Taylor fought yet? I think she's chief support for Dillian White, isn't she?
So I think Katie Taylor's going to win then. Who's going to win? Who'd win out of Katie Taylor and Katie Price?
Katie Taylor beat her in Madison Square Garden, but it was a bit controversial. That was the night Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. I reckon it'll be 4-2 shortly. I do.
Oh, Jimmy gets this one. It's getting a bit interesting then.
Yeah.
It's mad snooker, isn't it? How you can be queuing so well like Ken, and someone comes back at you, and you just lose it.
Well, Viable, I'll tell you what. Maybe you could end up with that plastic sheet over that door for a bit longer. Don't be letting Jimmy get confident. He had a good week. I didn't have a bad week. Couldn't book to one project on my timesheet though this week.
It's going to be drafty there, Viable.
Well, at least shame you couldn't get it done before that storm came in the last couple of days. So in the office, mate, I couldn't open the window in the office.
So Jimmy takes another one.
Can Jimmy pull it back? Tell you what, if he gets the next one, it wouldn't surprise me if he did win. I know it's if he doesn't get the next one, he's lost anyway. But you know what I mean. If he gets the next one, I think he'll take the whole thing.
Do you? Wishful thinking there, viable.
Well, yeah, he has. As you say, he's only got to do one more, but yeah, it's certainly if Jimmy gets one more, there's going to be a decider because he'll get 2. 5-1, good price. Do you reckon, Dave?
It is actually. I'm going to put my car on it.
Does Jimmy have a wig? We think he had the hair transplant done a few years ago. So I don't think it's a wig. It's the last thing you do, isn't it? You leave somebody, you just lost 2 frames, you've just been hammered in 2 frames, and you leave somebody in easy red. Don't want to be doing that, do you?
No. Yep. Jimmy's had 3 blacks here.
What's the point?
He's on.
It's on.
He's on for a maxi here.
Jimmy's body language. You're quite right, Rob. Yeah? Jimmy's body language has completely changed. Look at it. It's not messing around. It's just straight shot, 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 shot. Watch them shot times come down, Ron. You watch them shot times come down. It's come down. Yeah, it has actually. He's now only marginally slower than Ken, and he won't be after this break.
He must have, after this black, he must have gone into the pack, but
It's on, mate. It's still on.
yeah, but he's not. He took too long, so he must have been unlucky going in the pack. Yeah.
Yeah. Touching ball.
Willie Thorne used to say, "I've got hair only on the back of my neck." What's he gone for there?
That's a foul. Has not been called. Yeah, because the other red's moved. The one he was touching didn't move. But actually, you know what? This is an interesting thing because they were all touching. It's like the Newton's cradle, isn't it? The only one that moves, the one at the other end. So the ball he was touching didn't move, but the others did at the other end of it all. So the ball, yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So Ken's in. Excuse me.
And yeah, Ron, I'm seeing it exactly the same way. 5-2 Ken or a decider. It's if Jimmy gets this, he'll get the next definitely.
Right. He must have. What's going on here now? It's confusing this, looking at the bloody scoreboard that's ahead of the stream.
Is that a request of a bet, Bible, so we can so you can have my front door? But yeah, I really would say that if Jimmy gets this one, we will get a decider. Exactly as Ron said as well. It's either going to be 5-2 or it's going to end up 5-4 one way or the other. But it won't be a 5-3 to Ken. Yeah, Ron, they do seem to be about 10 seconds ahead of the broadcast. Don't know if that's enough to interfere with betting systems, though. Depends what these betting things are doing, doesn't it? Jimmy will fit it, yeah. The boxing will be starting soon. Maybe these twos.
Oh, he's rattled it. He's covered it though. Oof. Can only roll up. Simba. Simba. Oh, we're not going to have a re-rack, are we?
We could do.
Get the white up behind the green. Has he fouled it? Because Jimmy's on 36.
I think she just called a foul then, didn't she? Yeah. She kind of called it. Yeah, Ken's declared a foul. We're going to get a decider.
What happened? Did he feather the white or something?
He's declared a foul.
Yeah, I didn't think it looked like a foul.
He's called it. So he knows he's done something.
Yeah, tricky shot now for Jimmy. I'm surprised he didn't go up there a couple of shots ago.
Not an easy shot, this one. A tough one. There's a couple of places to watch. It's there's one place to watch. It's a Facebook group.
He's got away with that, Jimmy.
Hasn't he?
No problem. Not steady numbers here tonight, to be fair. Good shot that by Jim.
It's safe, isn't it? Yeah, actually, that's a possibility, isn't it, Ron? Doing a deliberate miscue type of thing. You can just clip it, can't you? If you're really right on top of it.
Oh dear. Surprised he didn't play that off the cushion, really, and into the red.
But he didn't get stuck in the corner after that one, did he?
No.
Yes, viable. Yeah, indeed. There's seeing that. That seems to be the thing. There's a lot of the Chinese players play that shot, don't they? Just put the cue down and pick it up just to knock the ball.
Played a lovely shot there off that blue to develop that cluster of 3 reds.
Yeah, he's done well there, hasn't he? It's up to Ken then. It's up to him. Crafty Ken. It's Crafty Ken, isn't
it? Yeah, but
Drafty Den, maybe.
Viable's house is
Den. It
drafty.
might be your man cave, but no front door. Yeah, the Drafty Den. Yeah, I think he's twigged that if he loses this one, it's going to be a decider as well. Because Jimmy's just going from strength to strength, isn't he? He's managed to hold it here.
Did well there. Ooh. You must get this pink, though.
Drafty Den. Yeah, Dennis Taylor. Is that because of all the wind that he's coming out with and the hot air? Squeaky bum time for Viable.
Ooh. Jimmy's back at the table. Darling of Dublin. Ken doesn't look a day older than when he won the World Championship in like '97 or whenever it was, does he?
No, he hasn't bloody changed, does he? He hasn't at all. Dublin Dynamite. Oh yeah. It is. It is. So Ken's body language has changed. And Thorne pointed out that Jimmy's have changed. Ken's changed now. He's shrugging he's rolling his head. He's not happy, is he? Where the last for the final. Well, yeah, it's true. He does. Tell you what, leaning over the table, it takes no prisoners, does it, Dave? The light, the intensity of the light, don't half show your scalp. There's quite a few. There's a few players on the tour at the moment that need to think.
Hey, Trump's hair's suddenly thickened up, hasn't it?
I think it's grown over the lockdown. It's just not been cut as short. It's a different style, isn't it? It's more. I'm not going to call it a comb over because that's it painfully obvious it isn't that, is it? I think he's just got more hair and it's just styled so that it's not showing it. It is what it is. I know it's easy for me to say because I've still got all my hair, but sometimes the people worrying about their hair is just that makes it go.
Oh, it's horrible when
to worry about it. They don't need
you pointed out to Ross, didn't you, once?
Yeah, I know. And I tell you, I saw him today, and he's it's going a bit more now because he's working hard, sorting these club schemes out, isn't he? But he's decided not to worry about it. He's one of the things he's on about going over to Turkey and getting it done over there, but he just needs to just forget about it. He's just saying just never mind. Yeah, I nearly lost all my hair yesterday. Apparently I was at the barber's. Seems. Not convinced myself, but yeah. Poof foam. Yeah, it is a bit cute, though. Just a little bit.
Oh, after lockdown, when Trump turned up. After lockdown, when Trump turned up for the Championship League, he donned that hairstyle. He looked like Teddy Griffiths, didn't he?
He did. Terry when Terry won the World Championship. Tell you what, Terry's still got a good head of hair as well.
Tell you what, he's got some balls, hasn't he? Gary Wilson's got some balls to pull that do off.
Yeah. Who's the player that is the image of Christian Slater? I know who you mean now, Bible.
I don't even know who
Slater,
who is
I know which
Christian Slater. Got to Google him. I know the name.
Yeah, Google him. You'll see him. Yeah, he looks a bit like Jack Villeneuve.
Dave Gilbert.
No, he's head shape now. Elliot Slesser shaves his head now. It's Joe Perry. Yeah, actually, I can see that viable. Broken Hearted Young Guns too. Interview with a Vampire as well, Q-Star.
I can't think.
Joe Perry.
I'm covering his hair.
I see what you mean, though, Bible. Can't see.
Oh, Jimmy's in.
Stuck him up.
Oh, you better change your boxers, Viable. I can smell them from here.
Oh.
Actually, Joe Perry has got a look of Gru, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think Joe Perry is a sound guy. I think he's another who's going to be a good commentator. But he's so calm and measured around the table, isn't he? And his commentary's the same. He just needs a little bit more punch to it, perhaps. Which is obviously, he's going to learn it, isn't he? But as it is.
Oh my God, he's missed something.
Yeah,
Ken's on.
Viable's just answered your question, mate. Oh, natural. He's gone commando. Apparently, there's plenty of room, Dennis Taylor's saying, and we know he's going to miss it because of the scoring.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's got it. Ooh.
Shit. I think it's all over, yeah.
Oh, Crucible Curse.
What's going on here? Ken's missed something. Jimmy's back at the table after this.
It's not all over.
I'm going to turn this scoreboard off for a minute.
Because it's too tense.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, but skid marks on the chair here. Jimmy.
That was a terrible pink.
Jimmy sinks the pink. He's 4 points up. Black's over the middle pocket. Elliot, it looks like it's going to be 4-3. And he's got it. Jimmy's off to the changing rooms for a quick tactical.
There you go. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
How are you feeling now, Viable? Weight drained.
I have to throw a pair of napkins on. Oh. Yes, dog, it is very tense. Kenny's feeling the pressure. I'm just going to be back in a minute, mate.
Tony C's off for a comfort break. So, who thinks this is going to go to a decider, or do you think Ken's going to nick it here now? Yes, dog. I don't know how the Hendry and Jimmy White. I know the score, it's 4-2 to Jimmy, but I don't know how the match was. I didn't see it today. Storm, you think 5-4 to Jimmy? Q Star, you think Jimmy as well? Ken's head's gone. Elliot, I believe not. No seniors won back-to-backs. Well, I say back-to-backs. I mean, like, first ever winners, like the Crucible Curse thing. I don't know if anyone has won back-to-backs. I don't actually know how long the World Seniors has been going for.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Tony. Good wank.
Feel better for that. Been back quicker than that, fella.
Jimmy, do it for you. Jimmy's buzzing now, isn't he? You can see. Do you want me to turn the scoreboard off, guys?
There's certainly one guy wanting the scoreboard off, mate. I'm sure there's a way of doing the delay.
Electric's gone. Electric's gone.
Yours has. They're taking their time in there, aren't they?
Bit dark in here. Gonna have to change the light bulb. Ow! Jesus. Tony! Stop messing! Ow, my ear!
Sorry. Of course, it's the microphone as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Ken's gonna go for this now. He's gonna get Jimmy by the jugular.
They're having a long break, aren't they?
What, so?
Is my TV frozen, has it?
Looks that way, mate. Ken Doherty's in the balls. He's on 15.
That's weird. The iPlayer feed's stuck on the so that's odd, that was.
So, we've got Ken, 22 up. The balls are pretty open, to be
Apparently
fair.
you can add a render delay to the browser source, Dave.
Sorry? What did you say?
Apparently you can add a render delay to the browser source.
Is that in the CSS?
No idea.
Be good to have, really, for the next ones. The World Snooker ones aren't too bad, because that refreshes every 30 seconds. It's not completely live like this one.
Not as good as this. Thank you, Ron. Thank you.
So, let's see if Ken can hold his head together now. And ooh, we didn't want that kiss though on that red. Looking at the plans here, you know. Oh, and he's missed it. How many milliseconds, too?
You've got to add multiple ones. Basically, each the maximum I think is 300 milliseconds to filter.
So I can't put 30,000 in.
I don't think you can. We'll try it. Every thousand is every thousand is a second, isn't it? So no, Do 500. Okay, 500 is the biggest, so half a second is the biggest you can do. So you've got to add multiple ones to delay it for half a second, then another half second, then another half second, then another half second, until you get to 20 seconds or so. So you've got to do about 40 times.
Yeah, I saw that.
At the moment, yeah, but for future. Someone just told me that. No, I'll leave that bit out. I'll tell you after that. Change the earpieces.
Do 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 do. He's disgusted with that. Oh, and he sunk it. Nice shot there with the rest by Jimmy. Does anyone need an update on the scores, or are you all watching? Still on the Tiger Beer Virage?
He uses Ajax.
Trying to make this one last this frame.
Yeah, viable. We're trying to get other people to come along and chat crap. Because that's what it is. Let's face it. Trying to get other people to come along. Yeah. See we get along. Jimmy's back in now anyway. The lead. It's unlikely to dish up from here though. Yeah, viable. I know it's as you said before, it's a bit of banter in it. It's here for a laugh. We'd normally be doing this sort of thing at Dave's house, having a chat, watching the game over a Chinese or a pizza or a dirty kebab, innit, Dave?
Jackie's.
Occasionally an Indian. Jackie's.
Superb.
That's the point. You want to get one of these sponsored by Jackie's?
I wonder if we could get a sponsor for the watch-alongs. We could give some goodies away, couldn't we?
Sponsored by Tiger Beer, you are.
Have you seen how many people are actually watching this live stream on BBC? It says at the bottom, doesn't it? 22,000.
That was a few then. 24 here. Pucker pies, not a bad shout, Rob. The local Turkish barber. We have got one. It's not where Dave goes for his. He goes to B&Q.
Oh, what's he thinking? It's too thin. He's playing for that top. The one closest, isn't he? Will go.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's a good break, this, though. 61. Red and a colour.
It's enough, isn't it?
Oh, no, he needs the 2 reds.
That was rather well done. Damn. We called it, didn't we? Said if you got the last one, you get this one. You know, if he wins, they are going to be going on about the curse of the Crucible. Well, it's always ironic, isn't it? They get to win the main one, wins this twice on the trot. There it is.
Frame ball, guys.
70.
We are going to a decider.
Decider.
Do you know what that means? I'm going to have to get another tiger for the decider. Viraj, this one's for you, mate. For you.
Well, technically, if he wins tonight, he has won 2 worlds. Stonewatch. Appreciate it's the geriatrics. Sorry, that's the wrong phrase, isn't it? That's disingenuous. It's the seniors. Here we go. Best of one. I can still hear you, Dave. You did that wallpapering in your house. Exactly, Stog. It's really didn't expect it. Didn't expect him to go 4-0 at all. And then 2 frames ago, a couple of us said that if he got this, it would go to a decider, and it has done, hasn't it? Anyway, Stog, the 33. What's the 33 for? Age, or is it just a number? Or is it do you follow Formula 1? Is it Max Verstappen or what? Elliot, you're allowed to say that. 32 was unavailable. There you go then. Yeah. It's as good an answer as I need. Who's going to take this one then, Dave? Cool. And anyone in the room who's your money on now? No Viable's money's on it.
Jimmy's played a poor shot there.
Been on 10th day on.
He's left this red into the middle.
He has. It's careless.
Predictions for winner. You see it a lot, don't you? People claw back to go to a decider and the other person gets it, so. But I think Jimmy's going to get it. And I think Viable's going to have a very, very cold evening. Played a good safety there. Cut off the left side of the table.
Bible's wrapping it warm.
See a Stog, enjoy the decider. Oh,
You know what, Stog? Right up until that shot, I was just about to say, yeah, I can see what you mean. I think Jimmy will take it. Yeah.
Jimmy, what have you done? Did you see that, Tony?
I did see that. It's and the air shots he was taking on the way back to his seat as well. Didn't like it, did he?
No. Re-rack. Oh, here we go again.
You just said that if you watch on the red button, it's going off the red button at 10 o'clock. What's the point in that? It's only the red button.
Bit weird. I'm on BBC Sport.
Yeah, it says it'll stay on iPlayer. Yeah, it'll stay on BBC Sport or the iPlayer.
Tony, could you share that link to Mushtak? He's lost it.
There you go, Mushtak.
Ah.
It is, Alison. It's it is ridiculous. It is moving around to different channels. It's going off the plain red button. So you've got to watch it on iPlayer or BBC Sport Online, or if you take a look up Three Messages, there's a link I put in there to it's got a link to it in there. Seems very pointless taking it off the red button because it's not like it's on TV, is it? It's just on the red button.
Yeah, the red button nowadays is streaming, isn't it? Not like the old days on Sky.
Exactly. There's so much more to it. So, what's the
Dude,
point?
Rhino, thank you for subscribing.
Duderino, Right. Duderino.
Yeah, we do these type of watch-alongs during most tournaments, so keep the lookout. We might be doing one for the Championship League in a few weeks.
Going to show the women's golf highlights, apparently. All we need is a streaker. There aren't any crowds, I'm afraid, Q-Star. So the streaker would have to be
viable because he's got no pants on.
Yeah, viable can do it.
Oh, he's unlucky there. Or is he? Oh no, that one. See that one right over the pocket. First time Jimmy's led in this final. Played that well. Jim wants Tab to do a streak for us.
Yeah, Declan, there was some rumour about that actually being what it was, wasn't it? Golf being men only sport at the time. Do you reckon that's a sip of water or a sip of something else?
Match is over, you think?
Still definitely going on. The way they've missed so far tonight, though, I think it's fair to say there's a reasonable possibility there'd be a sting in the tail of this one.
Does the pink go in that left corner? Go for blue, Willie. Oh yeah, it's thin.
Difficult to tell, isn't it? Like, this angle's just twists enough, doesn't it? Makes it too hard to spot.
Go down. He's overhit it.
Jimmy's starting to think how he's going to waste his 20k.
Right,
okay, Mr. Ed. Okay. You might want to have a look at there, Mr. Ed.
So Jimmy's.
And Viraj, have a look at that.
He's 23 up. 23-0 the points. He's ran out of position there on his break, so he's played a safety into bulk.
Okay, so Doherty's in. But he's not really on much of a colour. It was good red, that one, Stormwatch.
That's a good red.
Deserved a bit better, to be honest. I'll tell you what, Viable, that's not what Twitter's all about. That's probably Tumblr.
Jimmy will be fuming he overran that.
In bulk. 10 reds on. Not the best safety Jimmy's played, but he's got away with it. White still past the blue. Wrong side.
Ken's playing safe, is he, or a shot to nothing? Gone for it.
Yeah,
Overcut
I'll
it
say it's
though.
a shot to nothing.
Looks like he's left it on. No, he's snookered in behind the
No, it's kept
bloody
going.
yellow.
Jimmy's now rolled and tucked right up behind the yellow. It's not much fun, this.
Oh no. What's Jimmy gonna do here? I bet that shot put a smile on your face, didn't it, Viable? Carl Hicks has a link a few posts up. If you try that, it should work.
Who's gonna win? It's a hard call, this one. Okay, Jimmy's left Ken an opportunity. If Ken doesn't take this, yeah, if he doesn't win it here and make something decent of this, then he might still be on the pink.
Those that are saying about the snooker getting cut off, try BBC Sport, because it is on there. Go to BBC Sport.
It's still on iPlayer.
I know iPlayer, is it?
Still on iPlayer and still on that Facebook site, and Ken's had to play safe. Kind of need to be getting colours and getting on with it, don't they?
Keith Moran, try the Facebook link. Just look up through the chat, it's up there.
Yeah, Keith Moran, there you go.
Got good numbers now on this stream. There's 152.
Get lost, truth.
All tuned in to Jimmy.
Tell you what, Viable, I'm just doing it off what's on the iPlayer now. Jimmy's let Ken in again, maybe. Oh no, the other way around. So Ken's let Jimmy in. Long red, here we go.
Oh,
What's going to happen?
The green's a bit hampering his queuing though.
Oh, Mick, that's cruel. That's cruel, Mick.
Tricky shot.
It's not pleasant, is it?
No, not with that green under you.
Dennis just said he's made it look very easy.
Good pot, that. Poor safety, that, wasn't it, by Ken?
Yeah. Now, what's going to go on here? $31-2 to Jimmy.
Nice little shots. They don't look nothing, but they're quite difficult to play running off the two cushions when the ball's right in the pocket like that.
Right, Alison, Jimmy's on the table.
Yeah, he is. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. 40 points up, 40 points to 2. So he's 38 points up. With.
Yeah, he's doing alright. So Jim McCormack, is Ken Doherty your uncle? Is that a different one to Ken Doherty?
So he's 38 up with 75 on.
That was a bit of a cracking shot, wasn't it, on the blue there?
Yeah, he just ran it round the angles, in and out of bulk, and landed lovely on that red by the pink spot. Well, in line with the pink spot. Stun this down for black.
Rob, if he takes it from here 4-0 down, and it's ridiculous.
So he's 43 up with 67 on.
He's
playing the black off the spot.
Again, he's got a bit more confidence about him again now, hasn't he?
So I think he needs, is it two reds with colours, or maybe 3? Middle of nowhere here. Got a thin yellow, thin green. Michael O'Sullivan. Jimmy's still at the table. He's 52 ahead with 59 on. So he's playing a colour at the minute. Looks like it's going to be green. So if he gets the green, he just needs another red. This is the decider. Looks like Jimmy.
Yeah. This is the last frame. Yes, Alison. Just this frame.
He's got a tricky red.
This
is
one
match
more ball. With the rest.
Tricky. Very hard.
Oh. That's a comeback. Viable. Bad news.
He's potted frame, well, match ball, Chris. And he's on the black.
Score's not on the TV, to tell you. It's yeah, it's 58-2, Chris.
Yeah, Jimmy White's got 58 points. Ken Doherty 2 points.
Jimmy White's ahead.
51 ahead. 63 ahead. 51 on.
What a red! Got the scores back on now, Dave.
Superb red.
No reason why not now. After that red, he's not coming back, is he? He's not going to get a chance to come back, is he? Wrong score.
When he went 4-0 down, I thought he was dead and buried, like, no chance.
Well, he won last year, didn't he, Chris? It's no mean feat.
Stick around and I'll put the interview on. See what he's got to say.
Yeah.
Unlucky Viable. You've done well though with your bet in this tournament. Can't win them all.
Bob Hope's in, mate.
Bob Hope?
Yeah. Get in Jimmy White.
Exhibition stuff now.
But Ken can't believe it, can he? That's how Jimmy can believe it, if we're honest. Not sure if this is going to count to lifting that curse, mate.
Dennis Taylor said in commentary that I don't think it counts.
Doesn't matter which rest he uses, does it? It's not like Ken's going to take the other one away. That was a decent pink, wasn't it, to be fair? Killed the pace on the white, didn't he?
Oh, what a shot. He's going to screw the life off this, isn't he?
Tried. Steve, they left it on iPlayer, they left it on their website, they took it off the red button because of highlights to ladies golf, wasn't it? Or something. Seems a bit strange.
Yes. Fair play. Well done, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. Get the interview on, Dave.
Yeah, we'll go quiet for a minute now, so you guys can.
It's literally just finished, Steve. But they were showing it on there, so you could. I think you can, if you follow that link under your last comment, you can. I think you can rewind and watch the match if you wanted to. Yeah, ladies golf.
Here you go, guys.
The history of snooker in this great arena deserved a standing ovation. It's this one. We've just witnessed incredible snooker drama yet again at this incredible venue. Just absolutely breathtaking. We will get to the defending champion in just a moment. Ken, normally there would be so much applause.
And I just missed them, and then I just, got worse, and Jimmy grew in confidence, started to play well, and that was the story. It was a tale of two halves, really,
And the pink.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, can you hear me?
It was.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, the pink. Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah, it's just this.
When I potted the blue, tried to kiss it, but I didn't
It's a
even
good
get
match,
close to the
Steve.
pink, so it was.
Because I'm playing well in practice, playing well in the odd match, so I know that my form's there. So I just knew, if I had a chance, it's only he's won 4 frames, and I probably.
Yeah, we're having issues with that. Don't know why.
He could have won a couple of them. And, you know, it's just like a game of two halves, a bit like football sometimes.
It really was. What did you actually do in the interval? I think a few people out there watching would like to get a couple of these tips.
I turned my phone off because, you know, I was a bit sort of...
I'm here, Tony.
annoyed, but I just kept saying to myself, look, you haven't played, and if you start playing, you've got a chance. And lucky enough, Ken missed a couple of balls which should have wrapped up the match. And I managed to win it. Anyway, listen, this one is for Ronnie Wood, this trophy. I'll see you soon, mate.
Well, hang on, we haven't finished yet. People are starting to get more. There have been tens of thousands of people tuning in. There's lots of people watching in China.
The streaming stuff, I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden,
Jimmy, you beat Stephen Hendry, your arch
North
rival
Wales
here for
who's
so
switched
many years
on.
this afternoon. I know you've got a massive amount of respect for Ken, who's just spoken so graciously in defeat.
I've just
This
allowed
day
the match
has got
to
to be
finish.
right up there amongst your snooker memories, surely.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's a fantastic win. And obviously, you know, I'm a bit gutted.
Take a look at that.
Because I've been here.
I think you'd probably be able to get a rerun.
You know, it is. But he'll be back. You know, there's not a problem. And this World Seniors is getting bigger and bigger. So it is. It's just all it does. It just builds me confidence up, and it just makes me keep practicing. You know, I'm absolutely shattered.
You've come through an absolutely epic 4 days. And the other thing, Jimmy, 40 years as a professional. 4 decades of your life you've dedicated to this sport, and I think people have got so much admiration for the never-ending, unwavering passion that you've got for the sport. You're still as in love with snooker now as you were the first time you went in the club and picked up a cue.
Probably, yeah. As when I was a kid, you know, I feel I still, you know, I still love practicing, and I've worked on my technique. With
Chris Cooks, my coach, a bit.
And you know, I'm sort of reborn again with it. You know, I had sort of 10, 15 years where I was playing but didn't really have any chance. You know, and now I'm back enjoying it. So you know, this is a great win for me, obviously from being 4-0 down. But that's
superb win from 4-0
It's a
down.
huge win, and not only do you get to lift
on
the trophy again in a couple of minutes'
all this is causing
we'll see you at the Champion of Champions again.
Well, I might win another tournament to guarantee I'd get there anyway. So, you know, I'm just being flash.
So there we are, guys.
Nice trophy.
Fair play to him. Right then, guys, we'll leave it there. Thanks all for joining, and look out for another stream. Watch along, probably a couple of weeks when the Championship League's on. So, cheers for joining the chat.
Again.
See you soon.
Yeah. Cheers, gents.
Goodbye.
Viable. I've not had the reply to me yet. Ta-da.
Cheers, guys.